What's going on, guys? I am Michael Anthony, and thank you for checking out my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Profoto B10 Plus and seeing if it is worth the premium price tag that Profoto places on its products. If you guys like these reviews, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell on the bottom in order to be notified every time that we upload a new video. All right, guys. When the original B1 was introduced back in 2015 or 2014, it was a revolutionary product that made high-powered lighting portable enough to use on location for most photographers. Now, for me, the B1 completely changed the way that I photograph my subjects, and at the time, it gave me an advantage over my competitors to create imagery that was nearly impossible to make before, at least without carrying large generators or multiple speed lights whenever we were on location. Now, combining the power of around 10 speed lights with the built-in battery, the Profoto B1 and its Air TTL system make capturing amazing images in the California sun completely easy for anybody to be able to create. Now, fast forward to 2019, in the world of fast-changing technology, lights have become smaller, more portable, and even more efficient. Now, after a long wait, Profoto just introduced the new B10 Plus, which builds on the incredible technology of the original Profoto B10 released back in September. The B10 Plus doubles the power of the B10 to 500 watts. Now, if you guys remember my video that I made soon after receiving the original 250 watt B10, I discovered that the power was only 2/3 of a stop less than the 500 watt Profoto B1X. So today, we're going to test out the Profoto B10 Plus to see if we get similar results because of the improved design in the head. Now, since the B1's intro, other manufacturers have come to the party to play as well. Companies like Godox or Photix, they offer lower price alternatives to Profoto's off-camera light systems. So it's important to note that whenever you watch a review video that I'm going to make for you, I'm never going to dive into the super technical bullshit, okay? Honestly, because it doesn't matter if a light fires at 5500 Kelvin and its competitor fires at 5300 Kelvin for the work that I do. See, I'm a wedding photographer, and in real world, the reliability, the ecosystem, the interface, those are the things that I care about, right? Because that's going to help me get to my shot quicker. When we compare power, we're comparing power, raw power, from flash to softbox in situations that I would normally use these lights in. So I want to first take a look at the interface because I think that that's going to be one of the things that is the most important to you guys. Now, the interface is what makes Profoto stand out above the rest. It's easy to locate, change menus, you turn the dial for power, and the bright backlit display is phenomenal for viewing outdoors and even at like odd angles, right? So changing menu options, groups, or power, it's super easy to do, and you can do it seamlessly without having to read fractions or navigate through complicated menus, right? The only wish that I have here about the interface is that they would have made a back button on it in order to go back to the main display when you're done changing your power, okay? Now, overall, the interface is one of the best that I have ever seen on a light when you combine it with the Profoto app, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. The B10 Plus is a unique light that can be used by both pros and beginner photographers alike. Let's get into some of the power output because I know that that's something that's going to be on a lot of your minds. Now, if we go back to my old video for a second.
Hit our reading button. And I'm going to go ahead and fire off our test. And there you have it. So just what I thought. We are at f11, full stop brighter than the Profoto B2.
Even though both the B10 and the B2 are 250 watt lights, the B10 put out significantly more power on a light meter test, and when I got those results, they were even double checked by other photographers on YouTube and confirmed. So I reached out to Profoto, I wanted an explanation, I wanted to figure out what it was so I can let you guys know. I discovered that the output increase was due to a redesigned head inside, a redesigned lens inside the head of the light that made it operate more efficiently. In other words, it put out more power because of the reflector inside. So on my test, I discovered that the Profoto B10 Plus meters 2/3 of a stop more than the original Profoto B1. That is likely due to the head design being redesigned just like the Profoto B10. So for a long time, people have been asking for a 750 watt Profoto B1. Well, Profoto was able to essentially give us that and still keep it in part of a small package by understanding what users need. So how fast can that Profoto B10 actually shoot? The B10 Plus recycles from full power in just 2.5 seconds. So out on location, to me guys, 2.5 seconds, it's totally fine. Color consistency is going to stay excellent throughout the entire power range, which is expected from Profoto. So typically these lights, when they have a faster recycle time, it's going to sacrifice color consistency. And Profoto wants color consistency because a lot of these lights are used in commercial use. So let's take a look at the size and weight, okay? Being just a little bit larger than a 70-200 lens, the B10 Plus fits in your camera bag and can go with you just about anywhere. Now, all of the things considered, I think that this is one of the largest advantages to the B10 Plus over its competitors. The fact that I can stay mobile and bring one less bag with me to a wedding or a portrait shoot is a convenience that I can't even put a price tag on, right? While I still shoot with an assistant, many photographers don't, and you guys are going to appreciate having less gear to carry with you. I know you will, because whenever I was by myself, I did as well too. So on top of the small size, the B10 Plus, it only weighs 4.2 pounds. That's half the weight of the B1X. So let's get into the battery. The battery life of the B10 was phenomenal, okay? The B10 Plus uses the exact same battery, so for convenience, that's awesome. But at full power, it's gonna cut the battery power down from 400 shots to 200. But unless you're using these lights as studio lights, taking tons of shots, 200 shots should be totally fine for you. I'm not going to be using these at full power all day, and you guys probably won't either. I've used them for 5 weddings now, and I never had to switch out the battery, not even on a single one of them, okay? And I use these as my reception lights as well. So let's now talk about connectivity. The Profoto B10 Plus utilizes the Profoto app, which connects by Bluetooth to your iPhone. Now, currently it's only available for iPhone, which is kind of a bummer for Android users like me, but Profoto says that they're working on that app as well too. Now, you can connect your light directly to your phone and control all of the groups and the power, and that feature is much more convenient than you may think going into this, right? Setting up reception lighting, setting up lights in the studio, all of those things, super convenient. I keep an old iPhone in my bag just to be able to do this. So if you have an old iPhone lying around in your house, you probably do somewhere, then go ahead and use it. So let's talk about build quality. Now, robust is an understatement. It's no surprise that the B10 Plus is built significantly well. I mean, I think that's something that Profoto does better than anybody. The interface is easy to navigate and see in all types of light, and the light is just built like a tank. At a wedding or an event, this thing, if it falls over, I'm not too worried that I'm gonna have to go and buy a new one, although if it does, it's expensive, which I'll talk about in a second, so hopefully that doesn't happen, right? But this is Profoto really has an advantage over the competitor lights that come from China. I do have to say that that gap is closing a little bit, or at least it was, and Profoto just went into another league of build quality with the B10 and now the B10 Plus. When I compare this light to the newest version of some of its competitors, it's like comparing a brand new Mercedes-Benz to a brand new Ford. The Fords are built well, they look great, you probably wouldn't even know that you were missing anything until you sit inside of a brand new Benz, okay? The luxury is just there, and you get the same thing in these lights. So finally, let's talk about price. Now, there isn't much to say here. It's no secret that Profoto is much more expensive than all of its competitors, and that's usually the basis of comparison here between Profoto and all of the newer location-based lights. Now, for instance, you can get an AD600 Pro for about $900. The Profoto B10 Plus is just under $2,100, which is a hefty price tag to pay, no doubt. So the question becomes, is that B10 and all those features I talked about worth $1,200 more than the Godox AD600 Pro? Now, that answer is ultimately going to be up to you guys, and I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people that are going to say, no, it's not. But I'm going to go ahead and share my opinion just so I can balance out that average a little bit, okay? Now, everybody in this video who's watching it knows that I'm a Profoto user. I've used their lights for 5 years. They've helped me to develop my photography lighting skills, and they introduced me to the world of high-powered location-based lighting. So my opinion as to why I chose this flash over lesser price alternatives, it really comes down to all the convenience features that I spoke about. Now, I'm going to tell you first that I think that lights like the AD600 Pro, I think they're incredible values. I think Godox has done a great job finding a gap in the market and filling that need for photographers to find affordable flashes, okay? But as of today, the B10 Plus delivers more power output than the AD600 Pro because of the head design from the light to the softbox. Now, if you reverse mount it into a softbox, you may get a little bit of a different result, right? But for me, the biggest difference is that it weighs less than half of what the Godox AD600 weighs. So this is high-end equipment, and Profoto puts a lot of thought into the intricate details of their build quality. Now, I've used the original B1s since 2015. I have never had to send one back for repair. That reliability to me is definitely worth 2 times the price of these lights. So that being said, if I was starting my venture into off-camera flash today, a Profoto system of lights is significantly more expensive when you're building your entire ecosystem. that 2-time price tag can quickly turn into 5 or 10 times, okay? So for those of you who don't have an established business, or if you guys need a lot of light now, then it may be better to start with one of these more affordable systems to get going at the expense of some reliability, portability, and some of the convenience features that we had talked about, like the weight. But as a wedding photographer, knowing that my gear is not going to overheat in the middle of a sequence of moments is all I need to justify investing one time into gear that I know is going to last me for years. For some of you, I think that this product is going to be an excellent investment. So it really comes out to you guys whether or not you guys think that this is going to be something for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. This is my first review video in a long time. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this light. Is it worth the extra money over some of the competitors? Or are you kind of happy with what you guys have? Whatever your opinion may be, just leave it down in the comments below. And if you guys like it, if you guys don't, this video, I'd love to hear about it because I will make more of these. And I want to make sure that I'm meeting all the needs of the people who are watching this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will catch you later.